Hey everyone, I wanted to come to you today because I posted an article from the Mayo Clinic. You guys are probably saying, why? Like, why would she do that? She's a CBD girl. She does the CBD videos and talks about CBD all day. Well, I put this up for a very important reason. We're in lockdown again in Colorado, and it's very serious because we don't know how long it's going to go on for. This time, restaurants have to be closed at 5, from what I understand. You have to be in your place by 10 o'clock. Whether or not they're going to force it this time, which I don't feel like they really did last time, but it doesn't matter. Political stuff is not part of this video. What is part of this video is that this Mayo Clinic article that I put up, and it could have come from a psychologist, a psychiatrist. It doesn't even matter who it came from. It came from the doctors at Mayo. They're very concerned about stress and depression over the holidays, tips for coping. How many of us can't go to a big Thanksgiving Day dinner? I haven't gone for years, to be honest with you. I've been in lockdown on my own pretty much for 2 years. So for me, it's really not anything new. I usually would have like 3 to 4 people over, and somebody would make the turkey, we'd all make sides, whatever. But I'm not doing that this year. Some people are still going to big Thanksgiving Day parties. That's great. Or dinners, maybe dinners and parties, right? Which is great. I can't do anything like that because of what's going on with COVID, especially. But I don't care if it's COVID or it's a flu or pneumonia or strep throat. I can't get any of those things. If I get those things, it's very detrimental to my health. And there are a lot of us there, unfortunately, that are in the same situation. And I think it's really important that people start acknowledging their feelings on this because it's going down again. Like, we're totally in lockdown again. I can't see my non-essential doctors. They're going to be cut off. So like they were last time. And that's why I got so sick in May. That's why I got so sick, because March and April, I just went downhill. And I don't think part of this is being done properly. And then you can only go see like your internal medicine doctor or your cancer doctor or the things that they think are important. And my mother was very fortunate. She has had a very serious surgery. And they got her out of the hospital within 3 days, I believe. She's in Michigan, and into a rehab place. I do not know how long she's going to be in there until she can go back into her assisted living place. That woman has had more COVID tests than anybody I know. Well, that's not true. Sorry, Pamela. I know you're getting twice a week or once a week. But I mean, she has gone through hell and back, and I can't go out there to see her because I can't even walk. And I can't see her anyway because they're not letting anybody, even family, into these places. So as you know, most of us have friends and family that are in the hospital right now for various reasons, especially with COVID. They're not letting anybody in. So that, I'm acknowledging my feelings on that. That is probably the most political I'll get. But it's very disturbing to me. I haven't been able to fly though by myself probably for 5 years. And I used to fly all over the country. You guys all know that. The people that know me know that I was very, very into traveling all the time. I'd like book a ticket, leave for the airport within an hour or two, since we have to be there now 2 hours early, right? And I would just go somewhere. But that is not happening anymore with me, especially, and that's probably driving me crazy. I am a little bit of a social summit, right? So sitting in my little 700 square foot apartment all day, every day is not fun. And who really wants to come over here to see me? Nobody, because nobody wants to say, oh my God, she got COVID. It's because of me. Is it because of me? Is it because of him? Is it because of her? You know what? I don't care. I just want to talk to people and see people. And that's acknowledging my feelings. So anyway, reach out to people like I'm doing with you guys right now. If you don't have friends and family where you're living, definitely talk to your neighbors, like talk to anybody. Well, probably not everybody and anybody, but you know what I'm saying? like reach out to people. I know it's really hard, those of you that work in office situations. I'm sure you guys all have each other's numbers, but yeah, reach out to people if see how they're doing, see how they're feeling, and just tell them to be realistic. Like, the holidays are not easy. They're not easy right now. I know my sister's family, they've had to cancel their Thanksgiving. They have a huge family. They have a huge family, or her husband has a huge family, and they've had to cancel it. And were they happy about that? Absolutely not. Michigan and Colorado right now I don't even know about the other states. I've heard, but I'm just not going to follow it because I'm dealing with my own crap right now, right? So, but it's hard. I mean, it's really hard in most states right now because a lot of them are getting ready to go back into lockdown if they haven't already. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's really important for us right now is to set aside our differences. Don't talk about who won the presidency and who didn't and who might have. And it's a really, really boring conversation. It's a boring conversation to have people every single day talk to me about that. Because you know what? There's nothing I can do. I voted, you voted. Whatever's going to happen in the future is going to happen. And I just want everybody to start being nice to each other. Now, this is why I'll say, take the CBD. I seriously probably OD'd on COD. OD'd on COD, right? OCD? No, on CBD yesterday because I took so much. And most people can take like 10 milligrams or 20 milligrams a day. I probably took, I don't even know how much I took. Let me look. Probably 100 milligrams of a tincture. 2 gummies that were 25 a piece, 25 milligrams a piece. I think I took another one that was like 10. And I seriously have so much stress from the holidays right now. Number one is stick to your budget too, because guess what? It's going to be tough. And plan ahead. You guys know I love to plan parties, right? Most people that know me know that. I'd planned for 30 people. All of a sudden it would turn into 100 people, right? Well, right now, I didn't trust my gut, which that's another story. Microbiome is very important. If you watch the video that Jessica made because I wasn't well the other day, she talked about staying healthy during this time and things like that. Keep your microbiome, like your gut and everything, in check. It's kind of fun to drink and eat really bad food, eat a lot of chocolate, oh, I love the chocolate. I'm still gonna eat it. But just chips and dip and things that you might be allergic to, dairy stuff. Just because other people are doing it, and you remember when you could eat that, doesn't mean you need to eat it over the holidays. Because guess what? If you get really sick, you don't want to go to the doctor's office. I had to go to one yesterday, and it was not fun. Because I went in, did what I had to do, went back out to the waiting room. There were like 30 people in the waiting room, and I was like, oh my God, just get me out of here. Because guess what? They're putting the fear of God into us. Regardless of not if you believe in God, that's just a term. But they're putting the fear of God in us right now. So, and I don't like living that way. So, yeah, so plan ahead, because getting back to my planning ahead, my big parties, I did not order from Whole Foods or King Soopers or anything a month ago when I thought I should have, and I didn't. And guess what? They have nothing left. They have nothing left. They're already like hoarding toilet paper again, which is crazy. But I don't know. I hope this doesn't turn into March again, right? But yeah, so don't be bummed if they're out of all the Thanksgiving stuff. I just ordered from Instacart, and that's my phone that's blowing up from Instacart. Saying, I ordered Brussels sprouts and bacon, like anything to make new potatoes, like to make mashed potatoes and stuff like that. And if you can't buy the stuff from Whole Foods where it's all pre-made and pretty, then just do what you can do. Get what you have in your cabinets or get Instacart to bring stuff to you. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're going to be with friends or family or not. Just the fact that we're all still here, that's what we should be celebrating, right? That's what we should be celebrating. And then it also says here, take a breather. Take a breather. If you meditate, If you don't pray, just sit in silence. I do a lot of that. I know you guys don't believe it, but I do. I sit in a lot of silence in my little 700 square foot place, which by the way is really cute. And usually I would hear the kids and dogs outside my sliding glass door because this complex has 34 buildings on it, right? So I thought, you think that those people was to be walking around. They just shut down the pool. They just shut down the gym. If you get busted trying to get into any of these places, the dog park, $250. So not that I would do any of these things because I can't right now, but it's just sad because I like to look out the window when people are walking by and waving, I'm like, okay, here I am. It's nice, right? So do what you can do and go out on walks at night, maybe not at night right now, or look out your windows, stargaze like it says here. I think people are reading a lot of books. That's all like, what other books do you have for me to read? Or are you guys suggesting, turn on music? Like, just do whatever you can do. Also, if you need to seek professional help, please do that. Please do that because we don't need to lose any more veterans. And it's not just PTSD for veterans, it's for PTSD that have gone through awful situations in their life, right? I've been told by all the Lyme doctors around the country that know me that I have post-traumatic Lyme disease syndrome. Doesn't that sound great? Post-traumatic Lyme disease syndrome. They said there's nothing that's going to do to cure you after 38 plus years. There's nothing. And they're like, but do the hyperbaric chamber and see if that works because it helps some people. But then they're like, okay, go back down to like 10 minutes, but not a half hour twice a week, like we told you. So all we can do is stay as healthy as we can stay. You guys know that I have never given up. I will not give up. But these holidays are going to be rough. But reach out to your friends and family and your neighbors, even though you might not like them because they have kids that scream in the hallway, in a little hallway, like all day, but that's okay. They're having their own issues right now, not being able to go to school. So anyway, have a great Thanksgiving.